the end. It's the end of the conference, the end of the project. But I don't want to give you some conclusions remark about the conference or the conclusions extracted from the conference. But rather than this, you know that I like quotes. And when we started this project 4 years ago in 2012, the first meeting was in Mallorca, and you remember that Barack Obama just won the elections, and we say yes, we can do this project, we can achieve the objectives of this project, and we try to do this. And when we finished this meeting in Mallorca, I said the best is yet to come, and I think that this was true. 2 weeks ago, I went to Copenhagen and I saw these panels in the streets. And do we ever stop dreaming? And this woman says, I dream about being healthy. And when we started the project, we have also a dream, was to have healthy oceans and to collaborate in achieve healthy oceans. And this is the dream from the Devotes. We try to follow this track using this compass in order to achieve these healthy oceans. And this was done by over 2,000 scientists working together with this objective. This was the first group, but there are more and more people working on that. Also, because of 15 PhD students have been trained during the life of the project under the MSFD needs. In the second meeting in Bilbao in 2013, so this is the Basque country, and I included in my quotes part of a Basque song which says, give and disseminate your fruit to the world. And you prepare near 400 contributions to different conferences. You organize over 10 sessions in international conferences, and you prepare 3 special issues in scientific journals. In the next meeting in Ancona, in Italy, in 2014, I said this quote from Confucius: I hear and I forget, I see and I remember, I do and I understand. Because I think that if any of the participants in the Devotes is doing part of the work, finally you can understand the whole view of the project. And by doing this, you organize 4 summer schools and many postgraduate courses, and you organize 8 workshops for training people in the use of meat. Some of them even outside of Europe, in Canada, and some of them in collaboration with other projects like this in Columbus, which I think is the best way to disseminate and to spread our knowledge, collaborating with other people outside of the project. I finished the conference in Ancona saying this: in order to succeed, we must first believe that we can. And you complete 31 deliverables release, and they are public, which is very important, I think. And I'm very proud from this deliverable, which is the recommendations for the implementation of the Marine Strategy Framework Directive. And we give this to the DG Environment, and they use in the Commission decision, the next Commission decision. In Lisbon, past year, I bring this quote: the achievements of an organization are the results of the combined effort of each individual, from Vince Lombardi. And you remember that I changed organization by the votes and each of the participants. And I think that is important because I presented this panel, this picture, in which this is synthesized all the results from the votes. And I think that each of you can be reflected the work done by any of the participants in this single panel, because finally all of you collaborated in bringing together a solution for the Marine Strategy Framework Directive implementation. And I finish in Lisbon saying, the roads of science are bitter, but the fruit is sweet, from Aristotle. And you started to publish, and publish, and publish, and publish, and publish, and publish. And yesterday we had 162 papers published until now. So I think that we are going to achieve much more in the coming weeks, months, or years. And I think it is important to publish, but it is important also that these publications are highly participative. In the first meeting, I say that I want to get a team of people working together, participating together, doing things together. And you can see that only 1/3 of the papers are a single partner, but near 47% are for 3 or more partners, and 15 papers included more than 6 partners, which is important, because finally all the work has been done collaborating and doing the things in the same, using the same compass. It is important to publish, but also it is important to be cited and to be used by other scientists, and of course by policymakers, by managers. And you can see that until now we have more than 1,400 citations. We have an H index as project of 21, which is quite good for a project which is near to be finished. And now we are in the final conference at the end of the project, and I want to bring you new quotes. The first one is on the report, coming together is a beginning. We started in Mallorca, but keeping together is progress, like in Bilbao or in Ancona, but working together is success. And I think this is really true. All of you are here. It is important to acknowledge each of the single person participating, all the partners, the steering committee, the advisory board, the persons that have participated in any of the activities of the project. But I want to express my gratitude, especially to some of them. First is SALT for organizing this meeting, also to the actors, technicians, who have helped here in order to achieve a very nice conference. But there are also other persons who have helped. First, Mariana. Where is Mariana? She has done an amazing work in communication. Thank you.
Thanks,
Carolina. Also a lot of work with financial issues, with all the staff, agendas, minutes, which is important also. Thank you. Maria. She was in charge of the daily, minutious things, taking care of everything. Thank you very much. And my final quote is this: a worthy legacy is the irrevocable consequences of dreaming. We were dreaming and we were producing some outputs which are important, like need, like the books, like the publications, but also it's important to have friendship, all of us in this project, and I think that we are going to do something interesting in the future. And also, I think that in these panels in Copenhagen, like this couple, we hope that it never stops. I hope that this friendship never stops. Thank you.